Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Passion Theory, where I share with you some of my passions. This one being playing spooky little spooky games. Yeah, we talked to a ghost, I guess, in the last episode, and let's see what happens this time. So, a day or two passed since then. Not much happened, but I have been unable to stop thinking about my encounter with Sunny, thus by a teddy bear. It was just so bizarre to me. Out of anything I could have dreamt up, unless, of course, had I really spoken to a ghost that day? That couldn't have been possible. And yet, I thought back to that book I read, but I don't understand. I hadn't done anything special. I didn't recite any chant or practice any written method. Why would I suddenly be able to talk to a ghost? I Maybe it was a weird coincidental dream after all. I think it's because you hit your head, child. I had to be sure. I decided to head back down to the cemetery during the morning. Even though I knew a general area of where everyone was, I really didn't have any idea who I was really looking for. And can we please get a teddy bear for Sunny's grave? Hmm, I think you might be interesting. Deciding, I sat myself down by the grave and then shifted myself into a laying position over the top of it. This felt weird, but I had to know. I shut my eyes and tried to think of nothing more than sleep, hoping that I could somehow fall asleep soon. And I'm not sure exactly when, but I did, for I woke up to the sound of a graceful violin. Okay, so it's just if she loses consciousness, whether that's like getting hit in the head or sleeping. Interesting. It happened again. Just like with Sunny, I woke up somewhere new. This is a theater, isn't it? It's soaked in shades of green. I never have been to a place like this before. It felt like a dream, and yet not quite. It wasn't quite a dream, right? What is this place? Yeah, let's go closer to the stage. I walked up to the stage, the magician's image becoming clearer to me as I did. They noticed me approaching, shifting their gaze on me. They slowly stopped playing their violin. They placed it off to the side, expecting me to join them on the stage. So I did. I climbed up the short stairs that led up onto the stage. The echoes creaked loudly in the huge room. The magician then gestured to an extra stool, hiding just behind the curtain. I grabbed it and placed it beside theirs. Lydian Walton? The one and only. It it really is you? Well, I don't see who else it would be. Are you a ghost? I don't know. Are you? Me? Why would I be a ghost? You're here speaking to me, aren't you? What brings you here, my dear? Well, sleep, I guess. Sleep? That's a tad silly, don't you think? Silly? You're playing the violin to an empty theater. Oh, it's not empty. You're here after all. Well, I suppose you have a point. Wait, I'm getting off topic. I wanted to talk about how is this possible? How should I know? I'm not the dead person expert here. Well, neither am I. Are you sure? You're the one always visiting us, after all. I say you're more like us than them, if anything. Me? Visiting? But I've never been here before. Well, maybe once before, but that's it. Nonsense. You're always here. I even say you're here more often than you aren't. I don't understand. Oh, I'm sure you don't, little flower girl. I suppose all those petals that find their way upon my stage just happen to fall from the sky. I don't follow. Silly, silly, silly. You're always bringing flowers. Do you think we don't receive them? Wait, sorry. Are you telling me that when I bring flowers, they wind up here? Seems so. Then I really am talking to a dead person right now. Not very quick, are you, dear? That's alright. I'm sorry, it's very exciting to be actually talking to you. Yes, I used to get that a lot. Although normally in a different context. Wow, this is so... Wait, I'm a bit confused though. Lydian, Yes? Well, it's just that, according to your tombstone and all... Yes, what about it? Well, if it's correct... yeah, you shouldn't be this young. You look like you could be my age. But how can that be? You died when you were in your 70s. It's true. Then, well, I guess I'm having trouble understanding. Because you look very good for your age. Very funny. But no, it's true that I died in my 70s. I just liked my looks better when I was younger. Can you blame me? I believe this was my prime. Wait, so you're telling me you can... marry? Croven, stop interrupting my discussions. And once again, I was ripped out of the strange world by a very familiar voice. Mars, what are you doing? You okay? I'm napping. Croven moved out of the way as I stood up on my own 2 feet, brushing dirt off myself. Hello. Hi. No offense, but what were you doing? We have beds at home, you know. You don't have to sleep on the ground. You're not going narcoleptic on me, are you? No, it's nothing like that. I did it on purpose, actually. Why? Well, it's like, I don't know how to say it, but I think, yeah, I think I can talk to ghosts. Don't laugh. I'm being serious. Yeah, no, I believe you. Sure he does. So did Jasper the friendly ghost invite you over for tea, or... Oh, I'm really being serious. I swear I'm not lying. If I can prove it to you, then... Come on. You don't gotta get like that. If you're serious, then I believe you. If not. But, sleeping outside is kinda a little dangerous, yeah? So maybe, don't do that. Especially all by yourself. Huh, right. Well... Oh god, not these guys. Yo, Croven. I hate Theodore. Croven and I turned our head to look towards the cemetery gates. Theodore and Zapara were on the other side. Theodore was waving over to us, hand in the air. Zapara had her hands gripped tightly around the bars of the gate. She was bouncing up and down as if trying to get Croven's attention. As if we couldn't already see them. Croven turned and walked over to the gate to talk to them, but they still didn't step inside. I followed behind, at a distance. I wouldn't have. Well, look who finally decided to show up. Us? What about yourself? I always know where I'm supposed to be. What you doing in here anyway? Thought we weren't allowed in here anymore. Yeah, but I saw Mars asleep in here, and I had to wake her up. Asleep? She a narcolep or something? Nah. At least pretty sure she's not. She just thinks she can talk to ghosts, that's all. Psst. Ah, you're kidding. Hey, don't you laugh so loud. Can she show us then? I want to see. I don't know. Let's see. Yo, Mars. Croven called out to me. You want to show the boys what you can do? Huh? Show us you can talk to ghosts. We want to go to a haunted place anyways. Haunted? Yeah. We're just gonna mess around, maybe pick up a Ouija board on the way to here. There, but if you can talk to ghosts, then that's just as good, right? I really don't want to hang out with them. No thanks. You sure? Yes, I'm fine. You got fun. Alright then. Aw, lame. Maybe next time. No, I don't like them. I don't want to hang out with them. I watched as Croven and his friends walked off and away from the cemetery. They didn't even make it a few steps before I felt myself shout out them to wait, and I came running up behind them. It's gonna force me. Okay, I hate this. If you're going to have a visual novel that lets you make choices, do not then railroad. If I've made a decision, I don't want to hang out with these people. I don't like these people. Don't force me to hang out with them. I'm not sure what prompted me to quickly change my mind and come with. I don't know. I do. The game developers decided that we had to. I guess I was just worried about Crovin or something, and having him think of me as a liar. I felt nervous, to say the least, especially since things didn't end that great with us last time, and I didn't want to leave a bad impression. I don't care if I leave a bad impression. I don't like these people. But I wasn't sure. As long as I stayed close to Crovin, I would probably be fine. Or I was sure. I followed close behind as they walked, talking amongst themselves. I wasn't really tuned into their conversation, too busy caught up in my own thoughts. And then, after walking a while, we entered a much different part of the city. This area of the city was more suburban than anywhere else. There were actual, well, houses. The kind with lawns and stuff. And not just apartments. They weren't anything too special. Just standard houses. I guess a house is worth it if you really value your privacy, but these areas of towns always felt so out of place. And since there were only houses here, no shops or anything like that, I felt like a trespasser entering this neighborhood, even if all we were doing was walking around. Like I said I would, I stayed close to Crovin, and I made note of the house they were approaching, and then stopped in front of. Here she is, this house. It was a bit bigger and nicer than the others on this road. Had it not been for the state of disrepair that it was in, you could see the cracks in the windows all the way from the sidewalk, not to mention all the tall, unruly grass that probably hadn't been cut in ages. It looked like there was probably some sort of gate or fence at one point, but not anymore. There was nothing stopping us from waltzing right up to the front door. This house is haunted? Well, just look at it. What makes this haunted? Are you telling me this doesn't look like the pinnacle of a haunted house to you? Just because it's old and abandoned doesn't mean it's haunted. But have you ever thought of why it might have been abandoned? People leave things behind all the time. It doesn't mean anything. Come on, no bickering. You're wasting time. Let's just go in already. We walked up to the front door. Grovin was able to open it with no resistance at all. As soon as the door was opened, an awful stench flooded out from inside of the house. How long has this place been abandoned for? We stepped into the house and through the archway which led us into what looked like a living room. It was in shambles, to say the least. I coughed after just a few steps inside. It felt hard to breathe, as if there was too much dirt in the air to really breathe properly. It was all very gross. Ugh. Didn't realize how freaking moist this air would be. Haven't you been here before? Kinda. Doesn't matter. We're here, so go on. Do your thing. Oh, what? The ghost thing? Duh. That's kind of what we're all here for. What? She means that we'd like to see you talk to ghosts, like you claim to be able to do? Oh, right, well, I mean, it isn't that easy. So far, I've only been able to do it when I'm asleep. And, well, you just woke me up a little while ago. Oh, come on. I'm sure you can do it. You have to at least try. I didn't drag you all the way here for nothing. But we don't even know if this place is even haunted. What if it's just a waste to begin with? Well, there's only one way to check that then, isn't there? Still, like I said, I just woke up, you know? I know I usually am pretty good at, like, just falling asleep wherever, but I didn't think I'd fall asleep this quickly after waking up. Crovin can sing you a lullaby. No. You do it. Crow, you know my singing voice isn't as angelic as yours. Mars, would you be able to fall asleep if I sing you a lullaby? I've never had lullabies make me fall asleep. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Crowboy's gonna sing for us? Screw you, it's not for you. Crovin seemed embarrassed. Lay down on the couch. I'll try singing for you. I did what he asked of me. Everyone was already here, and I didn't want to let everyone down. Besides, it couldn't hurt to try, right? I leaned back onto the old couch and closed my eyes, hoping it wouldn't break beneath my weight. I heard Crovin's friends begin to giggle amongst themselves, while Crovin cleared his throat, readying himself to sing to me. I'd be like, please don't sing to me. I must admit, I almost giggled myself when I heard him start to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Although I'm not sure I would describe his voice as angelic, it was actually pretty nice to listen to. The only songs he usually sings along to are loud punk ones, so it was a nice change of pace. And despite how dank the air was and how itchy the sofa felt, I'd not lay down on that sofa. I would lay down on the floor before I'd lay down on that sofa. I actually did end up finding myself drifting off to sleep. Girl, take a bath and wash your clothes after you're done with this. And suddenly I was awake, and I was in the bathroom of the old house. Did it work? Was I in the same realm as the ghosts again? Then maybe this house really was haunted after all. Hello? I called out into the house. No response. Guess I'd better look around then. I got up from out of the tub, careful not to slip on my way out. I exited the bathroom and into the hallway. Looking down it, this house seemed a lot bigger on the inside, even though it seemed big enough on the outside already. I hoped I wouldn't get lost as I started to look around. The hallways were long, almost a bit disorienting. I had no clue what floor I was on, or where the staircase was, or any idea how to get back to the entrance. But if I was here now, surely there was someone's ghost that I could talk with, right? I'll find my way around, but where should I look for them? Um, Oh, there's an ajar door? Let's look at the ajar door. Looked towards the door at the end of the hall. It was slightly ajar. I walked over to it and opened it all the way. I looked inside the room. There was a bookshelf with hardly any books, and a worn down cozy chair to sit in and read them in, but no ghosts. I closed the door all the way this time and I left it alone. The door with the crystal knob. I approached a door that had a crystal knob on it. None of the other doors I had passed had something like this. It must have led to a special room. I grabbed the knob of the door. The crystal felt cool in my hand. I turned the knob, but the door wouldn't open. I tried again, and it still would not open. I decided to just give up on it. I did not want to force it open. Besides, if it was locked, that probably meant I wasn't supposed to be in there anyways. All right, the window. Looked out the window to try to get a better gathering of where I was. Besides, it was probably the ghost would be standing outside too, maybe in the garden or something. I wiped the dust off the window, coughing a bit as it came off and into the air. I cut my hands to the glass and peered outside. It was still pretty hard to see much, but it appeared as if I was at least on the second floor of the house. Didn't see anybody outside though. Ghosty, where are you? The cracked door. I approached the door with a large crack across the front. I went to reach for the knob. There was none. Looks as if it had fallen off some time ago. Tried to push the door open, but it wouldn't budge. I leaned over and peered into the hole where the knob should be. Nothing. Or rather, it was too dark to see anything. Oh well. Alright, I guess the broken. I noticed there was a door that had been broken off its hinges. It was placed precariously in front of the doorway it belonged to, so that it still covered it, but wouldn't topple over. I walked over to it and grabbed the door with both hands, lifted it up, and gently brought it to the side. I peered into the now open doorway. Little light from the windows leaked through, but it was enough to see with. There was an old metal-framed single bed on one end of the room, and an old desk on the other. Other than that, there wasn't much else, and there was no ghost either. Placed the door back in front of the doorway the way I'd found it, so no ghosts anywhere. I kept looking, but the place seemed completely empty. What was I going to do? Surely I'd be waking up soon, and when I did, I'm sure the others would be expecting to hear about what I'd found. Should I just make up a story of a ghost I met here? I mean, they wouldn't know the difference if I did, right? It seemed that'd be my only option until footsteps. There was someone here after all. I heard them run away from my direction. Wait, come back! Followed after them, the direction they ran to. It led me to a door. When I opened it, there was a staircase behind it, leading upward into what looked like an attic door. Well, I guess why even put that as an option? Well, there's only one thing to do here. I climbed up the stairs and opened the attic's sole door. Upon reaching the top, I was confronted with another open doorway. Light was leaking through it. Was there a window up here? I walked closer, turned the corner, and there... Oh, somebody did the thingy dingies. Wait, that looks like Zapara. Wait, is Zapara a ghost? Yeah, take them down. I have to, whoever you are. I took a step forward and reached my hands to. Boo! Stumbled backward and fell into the floor. Dude, that was so funny. Oh my god. You should see the look on your face right now. I got you so good. Is she a ghost? Or did we wake up already? Oh, she's crying. Started to sob, bawl, quite loudly and embarrassingly. Sapara tried to talk to me, but I was too wrapped up in my own tears. I heard heavy footsteps and a faint, "Hey, what's going on?" as Croven and Theodore found their way up to the attic to meet us. When they saw me, both of them seemed shocked and upset, and quickly diverted their attention to Zapara. Hey, what the heck happened? The heck did you do to her, Zapara? Oh, it wasn't even anything. I just pretended to hang from the noose. I gave her a little spook when she got close. She's the one making a big deal of it. Dude, what the heck? Not cool, dude. That wasn't the prank we agreed upon, jerk. You think he decided to pull a prank on us? Think you can just do whatever the heck you want? Yeah, I do. Because I can. Ugh. This stuff's stupid. I didn't do anything that bad. Bull, you didn't do anything that bad. Too frickin' far, Zap. Ugh, whatever. Do you want me to say I'm sorry? Leave me alone. Mary, wait. Ran out of the attic. In fact, I ran all the way out of the house and kept running down the street until I got back to the more familiar parts of the city. When did I... Okay, but I was definitely in the weird part of the house, so I guess I just fell asleep and woke up and then they put me in the tub? That's weird. Tears blurred my vision and I kept running. I think I was just being fueled by my emotions at this point. I don't want to think of any of them. Enough is enough. I tried so hard to be nice, to be polite, to be their friend. But it's clear to me now that that could never happen. I could never be friends with people like this. People like... And to think Croven continues to be friends with them. It's no wonder he's been so mean to me lately. And as all this was going through my head, I still kept running and running and running and running until I bumped into somebody. Whoa, is everything all right? That voice. Who is it? Oh, it's what's his face? Reginald? Are you okay? Huh? Oh, sorry. I'll get out of your way. Whoa, wait just a minute now. You seem awfully worked up. What happened? No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Not worry? Look at you. You're a mess. Sorry, that probably wasn't the right word choice, but you're clearly very distressed. Do you want to talk about it? No, it's fine. I'll just go home. Mary, would you come with me? Huh? Why? I'm actually on my way to a little place that calms me down. But I think you could use a trip there too. Oh no, that's okay. Please, you don't have to worry. I'll be fine. I would feel a lot better if you came with me. Please? Alright, I'll come with... Why are we running around with people we don't know? We've met this guy once and he gave us a book. There's a serial killer. Have we forgotten that? Have we forgotten the fact that there's a serial killer running around? Reginald gave me a small smile after I said it. Thank you. Very much appreciate the company. But I need to go make dinner for the family, so that is where we're going to save for today. And I'll see you guys all next time. Remember to save room for your own passions, and bye for now.